this is a summary of my evening yesterday. I drove to Bath to go and see Russell Brand at the Forum, and it was very interesting. It was the first time I went to a show for years, surrounded by, 1,500 people. It was very interesting. Russell was very good. It was different to his normal YouTube videos, where he is very polite and very careful of his words. There he was not careful with his words, and there was a lot of swearing involved, which my landlady would not have liked. I don't mind a bit of swearing. I think it's quite funny. It's only a word. We had a chance to see his children who came on stage just as he entered. His children were with him, and I think his wife also came on stage and then walked off. It must have been her. And the children were 3 and 4, apparently. They stayed a little while and then left, and they came back after the break as well for a few seconds. It was very cute to see the family on stage. I felt I don't know, a little bit strange, because I don't know how other places react to him being on stage, but I found that the room was quite cold despite people, interacting a little bit, but it was quite hard to get reactions out of the audience. It was not a very, very lively concert in that sense. But not knowing what it usually sounds like, of course I could not compare. Maybe that was particularly a loud audience, and on my side I felt quite awkward participating. I was by an aisle next to a lady and her daughter, a teenage daughter, and a lady who was in her 60s. And everybody seemed friendly enough, but there was no connection. I didn't really engage with anyone, probably because due to traffic and not finding the car park, and the sat-nav taking me somewhere totally different where its entrance was, I ended up being just on time for 6 o'clock, but then by 6 everybody hadn't arrived anyway, so the show didn't start till 6:30. I found Russell very interesting. There's a lot of positive, a little bit of things I didn't appreciate so much. When he doesn't like something or someone, he really goes for it. It's more like something. In this case, he was talking about the drugs. We all know, the ones who know him, we know that he's been a drug addict in his youth, with coke and crack and heroin or whatever it was. And he was having a go last night at ayahuasca, saying, what did he say about it? Well, that it wasn't a good thing, that it was a drug. Just having a right go at it. And I thought, it's all very well. He's been on, he's been on drug himself. Surely it's for people to make their choice if they want to try something like that. I've never personally tried ayahuasca, but I would have a go if I felt grown up and ready enough, which I am not. I know there were too many fears inside me still that I need to work on before I attempted something like that, which, from what I'm reading, it changes people's lives. I've met a guy who did it. He said he did it 3 times in a row or close together, and he said he came out a different person from it, and he said it was such a life-changing experience. He doesn't regret it. And he loves himself a lot more since doing it. So when Russell speaks about things like ayahuasca with such negative vibe, it's sort of, okay, but, And also he was having a go at the Welsh towns for being unpronounceable. And I felt, yes, okay, it's funny because obviously he's English, and the English have traditionally mocked or taken the mick out of Welsh culture and vice versa. But I found, if I had been Welsh, maybe I'm too sensitive, but I would have felt a little bit upset at him for talking about that in that way. I don't know, I found I felt a little bit disappointed that he wasn't as kind as he comes across in the videos, but maybe it's just because it's his act. It may not be who he really is, because after all, he's a comedian and it's all an act. So it was interesting. He was very good talking about the old, you know what, the flu and stuff. That was very funny. Yes, it was in the old. I was very pleased I went. I didn't go to see him during the break. I didn't feel like it really. I didn't bring him any chocolate either. I thought about it and I thought, well, with the drive in the heat, and then I don't know if I can get close to him at all, so it's pointless. And plus he doesn't know what's in the chocolates, he doesn't know me. Could be loads of drugs in there where there isn't. But when I sent chocolates to the Queen, I guess she didn't try them because she had to have them sent to the lab to make sure everything was fine with them. So yes, it was a good evening. I'm glad I went. I'm still a fan of Russell Brand, but I think I've got to go again. And next time, leave with more time. I was knackered as well yesterday. I was falling asleep in the afternoon. I didn't have a nap, and then the traffic was bad. So really, it takes a whole day. I should have gone a lot earlier, gone around Bath, enjoyed myself. So that's a lesson for the future. Next time I go and see Russell Brand, and I will go and see him again and see how he's evolved. But I felt he was struggling getting a response at some point, but that's just, I know nothing. So hopefully he had a good evening, and it seems the people liked it. I liked it in the whole, but it's interesting to see how different people are. That is it for Russell Brand. Thank you, Russell Brand. You were great still, despite the little things. It was good.